What's going on, guys? This is BCDraven and we are about to start a tutorial. This is for the mob spawner for Skyblock. I've reworked a couple of things to deal with the spiders that kept being annoying in the Skyblock Let's Play that I was doing, so I'm going to have to definitely do those whenever I go back on my Skyblock. But basically, I put cactuses right there to where when the spiders push forward, they'll hit those. And I changed the ladders to signs because I noticed that the mobs were trying to climb the ladders and they were basically above the lava, and it would, all their drops would end up burning up. Now they're still doing that a bit with the water. They're kind of bouncing up and going high, especially I've noticed with the armor clad zombies and skeletons. I really don't know how to stop that, because if I raise the lava up one more, they'll just sit there and won't burn. And if I put it too low, you know, it'll just make cobblestone, so we definitely don't want that. But basically this is what we've got. I've got the cactus in there. As you see, the spiders are pushing their way into it, and that kills them and knocks their string back toward the back. Let's see if that one will do it. But it knocks their string back toward the back, and I've got a side cut out for the water on both sides, so it pushes toward the middle. Now I tried to have the that cobblestone right there, I tried to have it be one lower so they wouldn't bounce up high, which did work, but the problem was they would push themselves into this channel right here, and I would have mobs just, you know, standing here, or either they would push themselves all the way out and escape, you know, so that wasn't too effective that way. But as you see, the cobblestone generator up here still works, and we have the lava flow out like we did before, had the signs bracing it. But let's go ahead and get started on this build. We'll build the bottom part first, and then we'll build up the upper part, because the bottom part's the most important part. That's your killing machine, so that's really what you came here to see, was how to kill them effectively and get their drops. As you see, we got drops coming through. Everything seems to be in working order. There's some gunpowder. But let's go ahead and go off this direction and rebuild this thing. This should be good enough. But in the one that I have, obviously I've got it 3 wide by 2. So we have, that's 2 wide and then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have it 2 wide. Just like that. I'm pretty sure that's right. And then we have the channel that's going to come out this way, and the drops are going to come down this way. But let's go ahead and build up the top part. Where am I at? Is this the middle? Yeah. So that's 1, 2, and I went up 30. Now you can go up to 29 because the water block up top will technically make it 30, but I went up 30 in mine. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Now whenever you're building this in Skyblock, obviously you're not going to be able to drop down like that and survive. So what I would recommend is take a stack of ladders with you. That way you can get up to the top easy. Like so. And down here temporarily, if you want to, let me put up a 2 high wall. That should be good enough. Now, if you want to temporarily, down here, take you water from your infinite water source and pop it in a couple of corners. That way when you do go up top and you're building all the way up, what you can do is just drop back down, and you should be able to land safely back down here and then build back up to the top. So that's one method, or you can use the ladder. It really depends on what you want to do, but I would definitely recommend doing the ladder at least. But this bottom part, if you do the water, just remember you're going to change this later. It's just a temporary pool to actually dive in, so just keep that in mind. And on this, we want the mobs to drop in the middle here. So let me get rid of this water because I don't need it in creative. Okay. Let's take a look back over here at what we have. We've got the 2x3 on this side. And I had to come out one more because the cactus, you can't place blocks beside it. So you have to have empty air on all 4 sides of the cactus. But from here, we came out 3 and then a 4th for the drop. So over here for the main dropper parts, you want to come out 1, 2, 3, and then you have this for the collection point. And you can go ahead and put the stairs in. Basically the stairs are just there so you can drop down in here and collect everything easier. If you don't want it, you can just have a block down there to drop down into. You could probably even just stand there and collect it. But I did it just because it looked better and seemed to be more efficient to actually pick up the stuff by stepping into it. You just make your little collection area right here. If I can get all these blocks to work with me. There we go. And your channel's going to be right through here. Which you don't need that. And as you saw over here, have a little bit of lag issue there. Go back 5. Excuse me. You got your main dropper right here, which is 2 blocks wide, and you want to dig your channel all the way out to where your collection area is. Let me grab a drink of water real quick. Tasty, tasty. I seem to be coming down with a cold or something here. But you've got your main drop there. You're going to be wanting to put your cactus right here. So you want to dig out all 4 sides on this. And right here, put your sand. And then pop your cactus on top of it. And you should be good to go on that. But what I did on this corner, you'd have to come out one more. Like this. And then you can put a corner piece right there. But you can square it up if you want to, you know, and just have a little lip there. You can decorate it however you see fit, but the important part is to make sure that you have air right there. Now I noticed if I knock the blocks out above the cactus, they seem to try to climb right there, which meant if the lava didn't get them, they would actually get killed by the cactus instead, which is fine. But from what I was testing, it seemed to be better to have air right there above the cactus. I don't know if it really made a bit of difference, but it seemed to be better. So if you want, just leave some air space right there between the cactus and have it open like this. Now this part right here, you're going to want this so they don't push themselves through. Like I said, I originally had it like this, and it did seem to make them not jump up as high. Let me go ahead and replace all this so it's not confusing. But it did seem to work, but the problem was they would just drop down into here and just walk straight out this way. So you don't want that. You just want the block there to where they can't climb back out. And we can have this all the way down to here. And right here, leave the airspace. And you should be good to go on that. Now, as far as the lava, what I had on it, let's see, I had signs instead because, like I said, the skeletons and zombies and creepers and all of them actually was trying to climb up that. So what I did to stop that was I put signs right in front of where you're going to have the water come down. And it's going to block the lava from actually flowing down. And then obviously you got your signs on the back. So let's go ahead and place the signs in order. You want your signs right here on the wall. That's to stop the lava from flowing down into the water. And right along here, just place 3 more signs. And we're going to have the lava flow straight out this way. And it's going to stop right there on those signs. So the lava is going to go, let's see. I had airspace right there. Did I have it like that? Yeah, it was up 1, and then the lava flows on the bottom. Can't even remember what I did. I tried so many different things to get it to work the most efficient. Let's see, go ahead and close this in. So we're going to want the cobblestone generator back in that area. So we have lava flowing right here. I think I placed the source block there. And then we'll have the cobblestone generator here. Let me go ahead and block these in so the lava don't go everywhere. Now if you want to save doing the lava till the end because you're going to be climbing up and down, I would probably do that. So you can just make the hole for it and then pop your lava in later on, but we'll go ahead and pop it in right now just so you can see what's going on. The lava should flow out 3 blocks, and you will have your blade already there. And right here, you want to go down 1. This is for the cobblestone generator. Let's go ahead and make a platform to hold it. And right here is where you're going to stand. You can do it on the other side also if you prefer the, what would that be, the right hand side. For some reason I typically go right here. But you want to have it to where it's going to go down, or else that will turn to obsidian if you don't have the water flow correctly. But right down here, just put you a sign on the wall and it'll stop the water from actually going all the way down. Then you put your water in right there, and you can test it out. There we go. Cobblestone generator does work. So if you're wanting to do this with the cobblestone generator, that's exactly how you do it. Just make sure that you have the water flow down. And like I said, the sign will stop it right there. And you shouldn't have any problems. Because if you leave, I'll show you. If you leave, let me put that back. If you leave the block like that, and you take out the cobble, it will create obsidian, so just be aware of that. Let's go ahead and fix this. Why don't you bounce around some? Just put your sign up in there, and let me put a piece of cobble there. And we need the lava flow back here. But if you do it exactly like that, you should have a working cobblestone generator, and there shouldn't be any problems. Now from here, your wall is going to be right along here. All the way out. And this is going to be the rest of your wall going up your tower. So that's the way that's going to look. And obviously you're going to go ahead and fill in the walls and everything. And right down here is where you're going to put your water. Let's go ahead and cut our way all the way through so you can see. But ultimately what I did to make it go around the corners and meet in the middle, just one space back on either side. Let's go ahead and fill this in a little bit. Just make sure you're back one space from where the actual tunnel goes, the drop zone, and put your water in each corner. Just like that. And the water should flow all the way through the middle. And all your drops will go down that way. Now, I don't sometimes if they stand right here, sometimes the cactus will kill the drops, but typically they'll die back here, or either their items will pop back here and it'll just flow straight down in the middle and it will go around that corner and you won't have to worry about losing drops to cactus, but it could happen, so just be aware of that. Let's go ahead and close this back up. But that should be the whole entire working portion on the bottom. So your guys should drop down there, hit the lava. Their drop should come straight down through here. And any spiders that you get, they should push against the cactus and actually get killed. So let's go ahead and build up the rest of the tower. And I will meet you guys whenever we have a full wall going on. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, we're at the top. We got the full tower going on. And there's the drop zone. Now, if you're doing the pool thing, you might want to go down to the bottom and go ahead and add your lava now. You know, just build up your main trap part. But if not, then we are at this point. So just go ahead and put a block on each corner. And the reason we're doing this is going to lay out for where the channel of water is going to be. And what you want to do is go out. The water flows 7 blocks, 8 counting the source block. So what you want to do is go out 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then what I do is put a little corner, and that's going to be the start of your wall. Now, I like to knock that out because whenever you actually have it built up, it'll look better from the ground with having a lip there. But it's really up to you whether you want it to be a flat wall or whether you want it to have a little bit of dimension. I personally like a little bit of extra dimension just for aesthetics. So just go ahead and build out your channel just like that. And put your walls coming all the way back to the corner block that we started with. And that'll hold your water. Go ahead and get this wall put up. Just like that. And whenever you go to throw your water in, just put it in both corners. You'll see that it comes all the way to the edge, but it doesn't go over. So what that's going to do is when the mobs spawn on the spawn pads, they'll come to the middle here and they'll be pushed all the way down through here and straight over the edge. But let's go ahead and block this off. I won't get rid of the water because we're going to add it later anyway. And go ahead and build out the rest of these channels. I'll see you guys in a minute. Can't tell if my mob spawner sprung a leak or whether they actually spawned there. They must have spawned there. Everything, hey, how you doing? Everything seems to be working fine. They're just all of a sudden monsters outside hanging out, making fun of the people inside. Okay, at this point when you've got all the channels built, what you want to do is build out the pads that the monsters will actually spawn on. And what you do with that, you just come all the way out to the end and connect it to that one over there. So let's go ahead and build out one of these. I know I can fly, but I typically don't use creative. I never used it in Xbox whenever I was playing, so I'm pretty new to this, but just for you guys, I'm gonna play in creative for a minute so I can show y'all exactly what's going on. I'm sure there'll be more tutorials to come, but basically, I'm not that used to flying. Never had a superhero complex, so if I did, it would be Spider-Man, so I can't stick to walls. So flying's not appealing. Okay. But your pad will be like this. This is where the mobs will spawn. You might want to throw some torches up, especially if you're playing this in survival, or else you will have some surprises. It's going to knock you over the edge. But basically, you build these out all the way around here, and then we'll put up a wall. So let's go ahead and build the rest of these, and I will be back with you guys shortly. Okay, we got all the spawner pads built, and everything should be good to go. At this point, you can put in the water if you want, but I think I'm going to wait. Now, you have two ways to do the walls. You can either go straight across like this, or for looks, you can come out one. Did you see that? Holy crap. That Lord of the Rings mob style. But you can come out one like this, and it will give you more area, but you need to be aware that they can spawn here, and they'll probably just stand here and laugh at your water. So just to be safe, we'll go ahead and build it up like this, but what you can do is just go out one more like that and just kind of ring it around and leave your wall on the inside. It really depends on how much cobble you want to waste. I think on mine I actually wasted cobble, which is probably typically what I do, so I do it for the visuals, kids. The visuals. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of mobs down there. Get in the tower, that's where you belong. Anyway, let's go ahead and build out the rest of this wall. And what you want to do is make it too high, and the ceiling's going to connect to it from there, because you don't want Endermen in here. What'll happen with the Endermen, they'll hit the water and they'll just teleport all over the place and just drive you crazy. So to make that not happen, just go ahead and make a too high wall, and then whenever we add the ceiling, it'll be just right there, which is really cramped quarters for me, but hopefully you aren't claustrophobic. So let's go ahead and build up the rest of this wall, and I will be back with you guys. Okay, we got the walls laid in, and the next step would be to do the roof. Now what I recommend for this is go ahead and make you a too high staircase, and the same as below. You can either go flat around and have just a box shape, or you can have a lip. I'll go ahead and do the lip on this because I know for a fact that I did the lip on the one in Skyblock. I can't remember if I did the lip on the other one, but basically it's just something that's more visually pleasing. But we'll go ahead and fill this in and get the roof started. Now where you made the staircase, you want to kind of leave yourself enough room to get up top, and don't do that. But you basically want to leave yourself enough room to get up top, because that's the whole reason of building a staircase, is so you can get back up top really easily. But just come out, damn it, just come out about 4, I guess. And you should be able to get back up here pretty easily. From here you can just stay up here and just fill in the roof if you want. Or you can go back down and fill in the roof. Now, if you do it from the inside, one thing that's better, I mean, it's basically the same, but to your mind, it'll probably be less of a hassle, is you can go ahead and fill in, especially if you've got the water already in here. You can go ahead and fill this in, all the way to the middle. Just don't fall off the edge, especially if you got the lava down there, because that's not going to be a fun trip. But basically, you'll just fill in across all your channels. I'll just do these two right here to show you what I mean. And to your mind's eye, you would only have to fill this in. I mean, technically you're going to have to do it all the way across, but you can kind of fool yourself into less work by saying, well, I only got to fill in this chunk right here. And then you come over here and you fill in this chunk, and then you fill in that chunk. But it's really up to you how you decide to do it. But that's a couple of different ways that you may or may not want to try. I just find it easier to just go ahead and stay up here if you've got enough resources to not get down. That way you don't have to worry about jumping across the channel or anything like that. So let's go ahead and just fill in this whole entire roof, get our top on, and party like we're a rock star. I'll see you guys in a minute. Now at this point you should have the entire roof covered. Get your top on. Break it down, girl. Okay. Now you have supposedly enemies don't spawn on half slabs, so you could technically, if it works, now don't quote me on this because I did not try this at home, but you could lay in the whole roof with half slabs and supposedly monsters wouldn't spawn on it, but I don't know if that's a fact or not. But what I did is just pop you some torches around. Just make sure you've got them covered and knock out the damn blocks. Why don't you... There we go. But just pop you some torches around. You can measure them out if you want to. It's really not important. The important part is just make sure that you've got it covered to where no monsters will spawn on top, because you want them to spawn on the inside, not up here. So just pop you some torches and get it covered pretty good. But if you want to measure them out, I'd recommend going about every 4 to 5, and you should be good. But just get it well lit up, and nothing should spawn up here. And we'll go back inside, and we're almost ready to roll. Go ahead and close it up and make it dark. And if you... Now, we had a mishap on my Skyblock. For some reason, the water actually pushed over the edge. I think I accidentally put the water up one, and for some reason it flowed downward and went more blocks than it should, and it actually went way down there and stopped my lava and turned it to obsidian, which was total bullcrap, and I ended up having to spawn in some lava because I was not expecting that at all. But if you have a fear that that might happen, either go 1 back like we did over there, or go 2 back and then put your water in. And you can do this on all sides. I would say go 2 back just in case you have it mess up. It may overflow right there. But yeah, just go ahead and put you a little wall up to block. On these 3 sides, you should only need 2 water, and it should flow directly into the middle. We've already got that one. Let's put up another blocker here. And 1 in each corner. And you should be good. And once you get it to this, if you go this safe route, then you can just break the blocks out. But if not, then your water flow should already be there if you feel confident enough with it. It's really up to you. But we break these out, and the water should flow all the way to the end and stop. Let's go ahead and do that for all 4 corners. And right here is where the ladder was. You're going to fix that as soon as you go back down. The water should flow right over the top of the ladder, so don't worry about that. But once you get your water flow, go ahead and break out the torches and make it dark in here. Just be aware that stuff may be on your back. Nothing. And... you know, be prepared to run. Damn, it got dark over there really quick. Now just get all these guys out of here. And this is the last set. Make sure you watch your back. Nothing. Okay. Oh. How are you doing that magic trick, David Blaine? There we go. There we go again. Oh no, that levitating crap's like Chris Angel though, isn't it? Okay, now don't fall into the lava. If you press shift on your keypad, you are just waiting on me, aren't you? If you press shift on your keypad, you'll be able to crouch on the ladder and you won't slide all the way back down, so you won't be doing that bobby thing trying to get this out. But what I would do is just take out your ladder block right there and place a piece of cobble back. And we'll go ahead and go on down to the bottom, and there should be stuff spawning there already. How you doing? Hey, there's that torch. You are in the wrong spot, bud. You're supposed to be up there. There's your brother. Okay, let's see if we got this thing working. Should start hearing stuff come down if everything was done right. Hello? Hello? I may be having interference from the other tower. Let's go ahead and take a peek. I hear stuff. No, this sounds like they are spawning in there. How you doing? Y'all going down the hole. You saw the creeper and the zombie. Go ahead and go. But yeah, I think the other tower that I have is actually what's causing this not to spawn as effective. Get out of the hole. Let me go over here and break down this top and see if we can't get some more mobs in here. Okay. Now that we are topless like a white girl on spring break over here, we should be able to get more mobs spawning over here. I hear you, bud. Let's see what we got down here. And here they come. So this one is working. Let's pop a torch up here so you can see. But basically you are ready to go, and you can decorate this out however you want. You could push that, well, you gotta have that one there. Duh. But you can push that back as far as you want. You could probably do a little corner like this and have a base. I would go all the way around with this just for looks. Get out of here. Because you could jump onto that. Let's see. Have a little corner and a little corner. Yeah, something like that. You can put your stone stairs up here if you wanted to. Not like that. Make a little Would you quit? What the crap? There we go. Let me show you how not to do it. Okay, you can put you a little trim around the edge here. Make it look all official-like, because you should have stone stairs in Skyblock. But this is just more to your preference, how you want to decorate it. That's really nothing to do with the trap. The trap should be working. But I'm definitely going to decorate mine out, because that's just the way I hate to say roll, but we'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and throw a trim on here, see what it looks like. We got a few minutes to kill. Yeah, it's not too bad. Obviously, that right there is where your water is, so if you want to do a trim on the bottom, you need to pop it down fast. Well, get out of here. Look at that miracle of science. But yeah, you could pop a trim all the way around and have just a little temple looking thing. Depends on what you want and what your style is. I don't like it. Let's stop there. That looks pretty good. I would probably get rid of that bottom set. I really don't like that too much, but it looks pretty good. You could pop some torches in there just to give it a better look. But this is not the decorating tutorial. This is the mob spawning tutorial, which we've already covered. Throw one there too. But yeah, everything should be in working order for you. As long as you followed everything right, and you should be able to do your cobblestone generator again. And all your drops should be coming out right there. Why are you stopped there? I think I messed that up when I took the block out earlier. Try that. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the mobs or drops. And you're not going to do it for me, are you? Did you stop again? Now, if you have that happen, which I did have happen a couple of times, I think it's this block. No. Is it? But if you have that happen, just go ahead and kill your water source on both sides. Being that it's only 2 water sources, it's pretty easy to do, because I did have this happen a couple times when I was messing with stuff. Just go ahead and kill those and put your corner blocks back again, which I wanted a stair there. That may be what's causing the issue. And then just place your water back again, and everything should flow again. Let's go on and test that out. But yeah, I did have that happen a couple of times where, here they come, where I'd done something to it, just messing around, and it messed up the water flow. But it's a pretty easy fix, being that you only have 2 sources of water instead of the, I think I had 4 sources in my actual Let's Play. But I'm going to be changing that one to this style. So I had to play around with a few things just to see exactly what worked and what didn't work. But there you go, guys. There's a mob trap for Skyblock that is effectual against spiders and everything else. And your drops will come out here. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was my first tutorial. I'm sure that I'm going to be making more as I, see fit. I'm not going to do it just to do it. I'm going to do it whenever there's actually a need for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. I've got my main Let's Play series, which is ResidentDraven. I also am doing Skyblock, obviously. And I'm also playing other games such as Amnesia, and there's a few other ones that's going to be coming up here soon. So if you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the like button. And if it's your first time here, go ahead and hit subscribe. And we will see you guys later.